Did you see what Scott Adams tweeted?
I think I.
What is this?
I did. I know what you're talking about.
He said, what did he say? Do you remember exactly what he said?
I didn't see it.
Yes, you did. We saw it.
He said...
You didn't see it? We were all laughing about it.
No, I don't think I did.
Oh, okay.
No.
He said, there's very good possibility that if Biden is elected, you'll be dead within the year.
Yeah.
Republicans will be hunted.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, was it meant to be over the top on purpose?
Probably.
I saw some people saying that with just like 3 tweets, he got them all triggered and going nuts and ape. And that the point may have been to do that. But now it's like, it makes him and it makes Trump supporters look insane, completely insane. I don't know. The goal was to like make Trump supporters look bad.
Well, it's stereotypes in general I don't like. So it's like, sure, he personally put that out there. He doesn't represent me. He doesn't represent most people.
Let's talk about persuasion.
Sure.
That is popping up on a whole bunch of subreddits having nothing to do with politics, like insane people Facebook.
Okay.
And regular people are just like face palming and shaking their heads like, whoa, Trump supporters are crazy.
I think there's people on both sides that are crazy, that are just, they are separated from the average person that's looking at both sides going, I don't understand either group here. So I don't understand.
If you want to convince regular people to vote for Trump, the last thing you want to say is that they're coming to kill me, help.
Okay. Well, I don't go to Scott for my political advice.
I'm not saying you do. I'm asking, why would you say something like that? Like, what's the point of doing that? Why would he say it?
Because his job is to sell cartoons and to be in the public eye.
So you think he was just trying to like generate buzz for himself?
That's what the news does. Have we not figured that out?
But
what mainstream media?
He's not a news guy.
It doesn't. He's okay. He may not be news, but he's on a platform that he needs his comics to be read. He needs his name to be spread, and it worked. So sure, okay, he's not a newsman, but he's in the light of the internet,
hurting Trump supporters to make money.
Sure, isn't that yeah? That seems to have worked over the past 4 years.
It's very well, I mean, no, a lot of the stuff he was doing was like explaining Trump's tactics.
I'm not
and strategies.
Specifically talking about him. I'm saying in general, people orange man bad, and it sells.
But he's not an orange man bad personality. That's the issue.
Okay, so he's his own creation. Sure.
Yeah. So it just makes, I mean, hey, whatever his goal is, it makes Republicans look like they're lunatics.
Yeah.
Like paranoid, delusional. Oh no, they're coming to kill me. What do I do? And then you get these CNN people acting like Antifa doesn't exist.
Yeah.
When it's convenient.
I'm sick of this idea that most people are just ignorant fools that will just fall for everything. I don't believe it. I just do not believe it. For everyone I meet, sure, there's those ignorant people that are just like, okay, I believe whatever you say, yes. But, for the most part, a lot of people think for themselves. They want to learn. They don't just read a headline and go, bah! Yeah, those people exist. But for the most part, people are like, oh, okay, that's a little far-fetched. I'm going to need a little bit more. It's like, okay, sure, Reddit or Twitter. But we know Twitter's 2% of the population. How much? It's probably less on Reddit.
Daily active Twitter users is 2% of the population.
Okay. Daily active.
General active, where
Sure.
they like tweet once a month, is 22.
Okay. That's
so they're following people.
That's still a small margin of the general public.
Yeah.
So
it's where it's the political sphere though.
Yeah, but I'm not going to fall into this thing that I'm like, yeah, all right, well, that clearly it's everyone. It's like all Trump supporters must be like this because of
nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
The small group on Reddit that are saying, look at this guy, and
I didn't say small group. I said it's popping up in a whole bunch of mainstream spaces where people are like, whoa, Trump supporters have gone insane.
So the mainstream spaces are what then?
Various, like it's all over Facebook.
Right.
It's on Facebook, Reddit, and Twitter.
Okay.
And people are taking old Dilbert comics and they're rewriting the text so that it sounds, so Dilbert says they're going to kill you, and it's funny in my opinion.
Okay.
So when I see like regular people easily getting propaganda to make Trump look bad, I have to wonder what was the point of saying it.
To get people triggered. That's the whole trolls on the internet. That's literally what they go on the internet to do.
Yeah, so
they're trolling.
So Scott Adams is trolling.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
That's all I'm asking. Like, what was his intention? I don't know. It was a crazy tweet.
Yeah, to have people share it, and they did. It went viral.
Very viral.
Boom, he nailed it. That's exactly what he was trying to do.
I guess the Trump supporters are going to rush to him now. They're going to be like, this guy gets it. This guy knows what's up. And then the left is going to be like, wow, these people are insane, but he's not trying to cater to that audience, so He's building an audience off of
Well, I think it's ridiculous, but that's not
Yeah.
going to change how I feel about the man.
about Trump.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm talking about Scott Adams.
Okay.
But it also creates, when you've got regular people in the middle and you're trying to persuade them
Yeah.
to either agree with you or not.
Yeah, you think those regular people in the middle are on Twitter following him or seeing these things?
No, but they're on Facebook and their 17-year-old, Gen Zs is sharing it with them and they're like, whoa, these people are
Facebook
crazy.
is a freaking, it's the Wild West. It's you're either on one side or the other. There is no middle ground. So as far as like regular people, they're probably like sick of seeing both of the sides. It's like it's like walking through a war field and bullets are whipping by you. That's what Facebook feels like.
There are a lot of people that talk about how they were de-radicalized through various social media platforms.
Okay.
Like they were either on the left or on the right and they switched sides.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a constant ideological battle to prove who's right and who's wrong.
Okay.
So if you're creating what I would argue that what Scott Adams just did was left-wing black propaganda.
Okay.
If you were trying to figure out what the goal of that was and who would benefit, it's so that Joe Biden would benefit greatly from that tweet.
Okay.
Those tweets. Because a regular person who wakes up has a coma in 2019, wakes up today, and then sees someone tweeting about how you're going to be dead in a year, they're going to be like, whoa, these people have gone insane. This is crazy. You're not going to be dead.
No,
Like,
I'm a big fan of not stereotyping anybody because I've been stereotyped for so long. It's like, yeah, I was a model and everyone knew who I was. And then I traveled and lived in Europe for a while and everyone knew who I was because I was an American. And it's like, I'm sick of it. Nobody knows who anyone is until you actually get to know them. And that's all races, anyone. It's just like, it's a ridiculous thing that everyone loves to clump anyone and everyone together to be like, I know exactly who you are. It's like, no one knows who anyone is until you actually get to know them personally, their character, their heart. That's what you need to know. And it's like, and I think that is a lot more widespread than what we're seeing on the internet. Scott Adams, like, sure, he made that, like you said, it's funny. It's funny to you, so you see that it's funny. So what do you think the percentage of the people that actually saw that just think it's funny? Probably a fairly large amount.
funny in the sense of like, what do you mean?
I don't know. You were the one who told me it was funny. What do you mean then?
Yeah, so I think it's funny because it's like one of the most absurd things I've ever seen.
Right. Okay. So going on that,
and he doesn't come off as intentionally trying to be funny. He comes off as serious. So
And-
my
and
takeaway
that's the
from
humor
it is,
in it.
if I'm trying to dissect what he was saying and what his goal was,
Mm-hmm.
he was trying to make Trump supporters look like morons.
okay.
That's what it felt like. I don't think that's the case. So then the alternative is that he is just losing his mind.
Yeah.
Like, I can talk about civil conflict, and I always preface this with 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, it was like New York Mag wrote about the possibility of a civil war, giving it a high probability. And that's when I first brought it up. Then you have this one professor, Peter Turchin, who said, violence in 2020, upcoming civil war. I talk about it again. Then you have Brett Weinstein say, we're entering this possibility. Then you have Bill Maher. So I'm taking my cues from high-profile people, not just the comedians, but professors and experts.
Yeah.
But to come out and say that you'll be dead within a year
So
is like,
so you're just saying that Scott was completely irresponsible in that.
I don't know. No.
That's what I'm hearing from you.
I'm wondering if he...
It seems
if-
like
if-
that's exactly what you're saying.
I'm wondering if he was literally sitting there thinking, in a year, if Biden wins, that tons of people will be dead because they'll be hunting Republicans down.
Do you?
I do not think that will happen.
No. Do you think that does he really think that? Do you think that that's what he thinks?
I lean towards, yeah.
Okay.
I lean towards he was serious.
Now is
And
that
then-
is that because you think personally that there's a chance that is possible, or do you think that that's what he's thinking because he thinks that it's possible, or maybe a little bit of both?
I think he tweeted it, and he thinks it's a possibility.
Okay.
Because
Right.
I've made the mistake of I don't know what it's called, Poe's law or something, where
Okay.
you must mark everything as satire. I made a joke about Aunt Jemima and everyone thought it was real, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like these people are nuts.
Yeah. Right.
So perhaps it was meant to be a big joke, but I have no idea.
well, the inflections, the nuance in the way you say things
Doesn't translate.
is lost
Yeah.
on the internet, and that's a big huge issue. Everyone takes it so literal because they take it through their perspective. They read it how they are feeling, how they're at, what their moment is.
Or they
So-
weaponize it purposefully to the worst possible interpretation.
Same thing.
Right.
It's their perspective. They're like, that's how I'm looking at it right now. So that's the way it is. So F you if that's the person who wrote that, even though that they were totally joking and it was like lighthearted, but doesn't matter because text doesn't carry.
Yeah. Well, I have no idea, man.
Neither do I.
This is a weird tweet.
But that was fun. That was a good rant.
Yeah.
I love.
Thanks for checking out this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. We do the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. If you want to catch the full show, tune in to this channel, subscribe, hit the like button, or check us out on iTunes and Spotify, and we will soon have this podcast up for free on all podcast platforms. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all in the next episode.